Hello, dear friends, how are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. We, the human beings, we need to keep ourselves fit enough physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Then only we will be able to live a better life, the life of our choice. Otherwise, it will be just a dream and it will not be able to realize it. The life will become difficult, the life will become complicated, and the life will become unpleasant at the same time. So, dear friend, there are certain types of addiction. Any addiction is a bad one. Any and every addiction has a lot to do with the spoiling our life. So we need to protect ourselves. We need to protect ourselves from the spoiling of our life. So there are certain addictions we need to overcome. Any type of addiction. Today we are going to talk about one of those very, very common addictions. And that common addiction is the porn viewing, the porn watching. Watching the porn, that is something which has become widespread, particularly among the younger people, but even the older people are not immune or safe from this at all. So, dear friend, it has a lot of negative impact upon our psyche, upon our personality. So, for all that reason, if at all we want to stay as a healthy person, we need to overcome it. We need to overcome this addiction. And today we have made it a topic of our discussion. How shall I be able to overcome the porn viewing addiction? So there are certain tips, there are certain guidelines which are going to be presented here. First of all, it is seeking professional help. Yes, indeed. Consider therapy or counseling to address underlying issues and developing coping mechanism. So that is something very important. Seeking of professional help. Why the professional help? Because they are the expert in that, and even only those who are expert in it, their advice is more useful, more beneficial, more effective at the same time. So for that reason, I think we need to seek the professional help. Now, the number two is join a sport group. There are certain, there are plenty of sports groups available on the internet, so we can seek their help. And even there are the groups which are available in person, which are available physically. So we need to join. Either it is online or it is physically, literally available. So it has a lot, I think, impact. It can provide us a lot of support as well. So because there are people who were found in this addiction, but later on they succeeded in overcoming it. Now they are better able to help, better able to guide other people. Join a sport group, connect with others who are going through similar struggles, connect with others who are going through similar struggles, such as sex addicts and anonymous. This is one of the group, and the name of this is Sex Addicts Anonymous. Now the third is use accountability software. Even accountability software is also available. Tools like Covenant and tools like Covenant Eyes are accountable to you, monitor and report online activity to help you. So there are accountability softwares available at the same time, and we can seek the support of this accountability software. Now the fourth is identifying triggers. That is that is something extremely important. Be aware of situations and be aware of emotions that lead to seek out porn. Be aware of those situations, be aware of those emotions that lead to seek out porn, and develop alternative coping mechanism and develop alternative coping mechanism. So that is the number 4, and this is identifying triggers. Now the fifth is find healthy alternative. Finding a healthy alternative, engage in activities that promote relaxation and stress relief, such as exercise, physical exercises, yoga, aerobics, running, jogging, walking, weightlifting, gym, any type of it, athletics, or any type of it, meditation or hobbies. So that is finding healthy alternatives, engage in activities that promote relaxation and stress relief, like exercising, meditating, or keeping ourselves busy in the hobbies. Now the sixth is practice self-care. Practicing self-care, what is this, by the way? Take care of your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Take care of your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. So that is self-care. Self-care has a lot to do, has a lot to do indeed, and in every respect. And here in this thing, as far the porn watching addiction is concerned. Now the seventh is setting boundaries. Set boundaries. Establish limits on your internet use and avoid situations that may lead to relapse. So we need to fix the time that I can only watch the internet during this hour, during that hour, and not to do it when you are alone, particularly during the night time. Do not use the internet. Limit the use of internet and avoid situations that may lead to relapse. Avoid such situations that may lead to relapse. Now the eighth is seek support from loved ones. Seeking the support from loved ones, it is always beneficial. Open up to a trusted friend or a family member about your struggles, and ask for their support. Very important. Seeking support from loved ones. Open up to a trusted friend or a family member about your struggles, and ask for their support. Now the ninth is focus on relationships. Focusing on relationships. Nurture meaningful connections. Nurturing of the meaningful connections with others. Nurturing of the meaningful connections with others, and build a sense of purpose as well. Nurturing meaningful relation connections with others, and build a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Build a sense of purpose and fulfillment. So that is focus on relationships, nurture meaningful connections with others, and build a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Now the 10th and the last is celebrate success. Acknowledge and celebrate your small victories along the way. Celebrate success. Acknowledge and celebrate your small victories along the way. So these are the 10 ways, the 10 tips. Each one of these is really important and can help us a lot if at all we are serious enough about overcoming the addiction. Now remember please, overcoming porn addiction is a process that takes time. Yes, overcoming porn addiction is a process that takes time. That takes time, effort, and sport as well. That takes time, effort, and sport as well, as this is overcoming porn addiction is a process. Be patient and persistent. Being patient on the one hand, being persistent on the one hand, and don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up. Don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up. With time and practice, you can develop healthier habits. With time and practice, you can develop healthier habits and more positive relationships with technology and sexuality. As for the relationships is concerned, as for the connection is concerned, as for the usage is concerned, it is not just with other people, rather it is with the technology, particularly with the smartphone, with the laptop, and dear friends and fellows, also with the here, since we are talking about the porn addiction, so it has a lot to do with the sexuality. So this is, remember that overcoming porn addiction is a process that takes time, that takes effort, and that takes sport as well. Be patient and be persistent, and don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up. With time and practice, you can develop healthier habits and more positive relationships with the technology, with the sexuality. So, this is the way we can overcome the porn addiction. It is quite doable, it is not something which is insurmountable. We can do it, and provided we are serious enough, provided we are acting upon the tip which has been provided here. That's all at the moment. Thank you very